daily to make sure that those water uses are kept to a minimum. And I think all of our tenants are very aware of that and work very hard to be very environmental friendly with the water usage. Relative to the second question, that's a developer issue. You know, I've got a huge investment out there. I don't want any vacancy. We work hard to maintain a very positive and very good product out there. We want our tenants to do very well. We want to keep them in business. I don't want any vacancy either. We are not a landlord like the old Food Line Center on 220. And we will constantly keep upgrading our center, and that's what we're here for today. It's been so successful in Summerfield and well received that we want to add some additional square footage so that those businesses will generate more business. And I assure you, with the investment that we have to have tenants paying rent. So we're going to keep it good.
Okay, anyone speak in favor of the rezoning? Hearing none. Anyone speaking in opposition to the rezoning?
That's probably what you're wanting to wait for. They struck that amount. B is not
Anyone
going to happen.
speaking in opposition to the rezoning? Hearing no one, declare the public hearing closed and give it to the council.
Not specific to this rezoning, but I would ask Craig and Michael before we're ever approached with another rezoning, especially commercial, that we get a traffic counter and please have an accurate traffic count. Well, it won't be 4 years old anyway, we know that for sure. At least it'll be current. If there's no other discussion, I'd like to make a motion that we approve rezoning case 0208 based on all previously approved conditions and based on the total development not exceeding 34,000 square feet as recommended by the zoning board, and that total building development not exceed 34,000 square feet.
Okay, have a motion by Ms. Strickland and second by Mr. Ray for discussion. All in favor of the motion, raise your hands. Okay, let's take about 5 minutes, 5-minute recess.
That's why we're requesting that long of a drive. My reason why we decided to appeal is because the neighbors were given voice. The lawyer was given voice at the planning meeting, and Ruth and I were not there. As I understood it, the planning board was to review the property like you have in front of you, look at the 3 criteria, and determine if any of those 3 criteria met, and therefore being able to apply the waiver to the property, or to the ordinance. Well, that was my understanding, so we missed by a date, and we really didn't plan on going and defending ourselves so much, but as we understood, it wasn't going to be a public hearing, and the board was going to simply look at the property, what we wanted to do, and whether the 2 criteria were there. So that's why there was some miscommunication, and we were not at the planning board.
So you weren't at this meeting where your request was denied?
Right.
Oh.
It was my assumption or my understanding that they were just going to simply review it and say yay or nay whether it was going to happen. The neighbors were then given voice, and I think in my letter, the board I was given of the meeting, gave two statements on one, a fire protection issue that, as far as I know, does not apply at all, and that it does not fit in the neighborhood, was the other things that were said before the board voted to decline. Now, they stated that they didn't find that anything was in these three criteria, but statements just beforehand kind of gave me pause to think that the public hearing had something to do with their decision. And in that sense, that's why I'm here, we're here really today, because we don't think that we were given a fair shake at the planning board. They didn't look at the criteria, and their statements tell me that they didn't look at the criteria. They had other reasons when they were really just supposed to look at those three criteria and apply.
How much money has your mother expended on this request? Has she hired surveyors or?
The surveyor has not been hired, but we had a perk test, a soil engineer come out and dig their holes. And that was an expense, and then the expense of going to the board. So about $500, $300 for the perk, and $250 to come to the board.
But no surveying?
No survey was done. That's a very expensive portion, and we wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Of course, it's got to be cost account, so that's not going to be your main decision.
Well, it might be to the one that I was going to make.
Those are the reasons why Ruth has been a 20-year resident, that owned the business in Summerfield, and she really, the reason why we took the offer serious was because she could use that money then to reinvest in the rest of the property. The house is 25 years old, so obviously repairs can be made. That's the reason why we, I guess, took the offer seriously from the realtor on the property.
Well, I think as everybody knows, I'm a real process person. And the due process and the proper process is very important to me, that everybody's given that. And it sounds like you were not, and I think it should be remanded to the zoning board for a proper hearing.
Are you saying the zoning board or the board of adjustment?
Well, it has to be the zoning
The
board,
zoning
because
board.
that's what's in our ordinance at present.
I realize it was a unanimous vote of 3-0, but the process is flawed here. And I think the process has to be corrected in this case.
So when would that be put back on? Could that be put back on the zoning board?
It could be.
That might be the next.
Couldn't it? Okay, you cancel it.
Has not been officially canceled yet.
That would be this month.
Yeah.
And they would already have most of the information, they would just need to review the case in proper form.
Correct.
And they have to exclude the neighbors. They have to exclude everything except the applicant.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a de novo hearing from the very beginning, new
Yes,
hearing. Do I need to make that motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll make a motion that, Mrs. Ringstra's, I make a motion that the subdivision waiver case number 2008-9-S Ringstra be remanded to the zoning board for the next hearing for proper due process hearing.
Have a motion and by Mr. Strickland, a second by Mr. Williams. Further discussion?
That just has to be added in accordance with the ordinance as it currently exists.
In accordance with the ordinance as it currently exists.
Order to jump on that.
All in favor of the motion, raise your